Hi everyone, it's Christina. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you a new review. This is actually going to be on a drugstore foundation, and it is the new L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion Foundation. This is not your average foundation. What makes this foundation a little bit different is the fact that it has a cushion inside that actually holds a foundation. So what you do is you just dab either your beauty blender or the little sponge that it comes with, just tap that into the foundation and then you apply it that way. So if you're interested in this review, then make sure you keep watching. Also, don't forget to subscribe. So let's just get started with the basics with this foundation. This retails for about $16.99, which is a little bit expensive for drugstore foundation, seeing that it only has 0.51 ounces. Most drugstore foundations are 1 fluid ounce. I'm not sure if that makes a difference because this doesn't say fluid ounce on there. Also, this foundation does come in about 12 shades. It doesn't come in as many shades as the regular True Match foundation. It's kind of limited. For example, the shades start in 2 instead of 1. It's not in every shade. I mean, what's good about the True Match foundations is the fact that it comes in warm, neutral, and cool. I got the shade N2 just because I'm more of a neutral tone. I'm more in between. I'm not too pink and I'm not too yellow. It does say that it claims to be luminous for every shade, I think it said, but it doesn't come in every shade, so I don't know how that's possible. Anyway, also it says that it has buildable coverage, which I would agree with. Now this is kind of like a first impression review. I applied this foundation way earlier today. I did apply my Becca backlight primer beforehand, and I wanted to apply a primer because that's normally how I would apply it, and also the backlight primer is a luminous primer, so I thought it would give me an even better luminous look. I love that primer. And then what I did is I just dabbed this all over my face. I actually used the cushion. I'll insert a clip now so that way you can see it, but I did use the thing that it came with, and I don't think the cushion is gimmicky at all. I actually kind of like the cushion just because it doesn't soak up all the product, whereas a beauty blender does. I didn't mind it. To me, it's the same concept. You're just kind of like dabbing it into the skin. So I didn't mind it so much. I don't think it's gimmicky, and I actually think it's great for travel purposes where I could just throw this whole thing in my bag and not have to worry about a beauty blender, wetting a beauty blender, or bringing a brush. So that was good. I've had this foundation all day, so now you can kind of see what it looks like. I did get a little bit oily in my T-zone, but that's about it. It doesn't look too bad. I don't look overly oily. What I do like about this foundation is the coverage. I feel like it did give me like a full coverage. I feel like it pretty much hit everything, including my scarring right here. You still kind of see it, but I have so much, I feel like I don't know how you can hide all that. Also, I love how this gives me such a natural look. I feel like it doesn't look like I'm wearing makeup. It does not look cakey whatsoever, which is great for a drugstore foundation. And I also think because this gives you such a natural look, that this would be a great everyday foundation. Now, what I don't like about this foundation is just the price alone. It is kind of expensive for what it is, but it's probably just because of the technology. That's why it's a little bit more. Also, I kind of have a thing with like L'Oreal foundations. I was kind of skeptical on getting this foundation just because in the past I've had problems to where like I like the foundation in the beginning, but eventually all L'Oreal foundations start to get patchy after like several months of wearing it. It happened with the regular L'Oreal True Match foundation, and it also happened with the Invaluable one. I was in love with the L'Oreal Invaluable foundation, and for some reason eventually it just doesn't apply the same anymore. So that's the only thing that kind of scares me. So I'll keep going back to this, and then I'll let you guys know eventually how I feel about it, because it does take months before that happens. So those are really the only two things that I don't like about the foundation, and one is mostly just because of my past experiences with L'Oreal. So that is all that I have for you for this review. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe because I do have new videos every Monday and Wednesday. And that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. The Garnier one doesn't have a pump, so you do have to pour it onto a cotton round. Again, I'm going to start with my face. And one swipe, it took all my face makeup off.